take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns.
For the Chargers.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wild card game. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield now. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
First down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Henry brings it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually
try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
On third down, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 17 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit
through an opening, and there he goes. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 75 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 10. I want snow. You should see. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
To number 15.
A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Chargers 14, Browns 6.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Gain of 5 brings up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was.
10 at the 48-yard line.
56, the Mike, boys, 56, check, 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking in the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Mike 52, all day, pump.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Check 99, check 99.
2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs.
Go.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Chargers' 5-yard line.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The tackle by Sione.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He'll try and run it. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. They run. Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Play fake. Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Vigil. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
They run it with Hunt. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll give him a yard on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Throwing, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Michael Davis. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Michael Badgley lining up for the extra.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down.
Gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Mayfield to throw it.
30-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Michael Badgley lining up for the extra.
So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield looks to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Hunt, and not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Good.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mayfield on first down. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Joey Bosa in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's enough. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the open will take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We've got a plane to catch.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 19, 18, 42. We got it. Mike's 42. 70 Ranger. 42, Mike 42. Let's make these babies.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
A 41-yard gain.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, this from 39. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.